Today is Friday, September 28th, 2012. New day. Good morning. I'm going to read Psalm 20, but I'm going to start with a prayer. Creator, help me to make the most of this peaceful, quiet time this morning. Help me to hear the message you have for me in your word. Help me to carry it into the rest of my day. Amen. Psalm 20. For the choir director, a psalm of David. In times of trouble, may the Lord respond to your cry. May the God of Israel keep you safe from all harm. May he send you help from his sanctuary and strengthen you from Jerusalem. May he remember all your gifts and look favorably on your burnt offerings. Interlude. May he grant your heart's desire and fulfill all your plans. May we shout for joy when we hear of your victory, flying banners to honor our God. May the Lord answer all your prayers. Now I know that the Lord saves his anointed king. He will answer him from his holy heaven and rescue him by his great power. Some nations boast of their armies and weapons, but we boast in the Lord our God. These nations will fall down and collapse, but we will rise up and stand firm. Give victory to our King, O Lord. Respond to our cry for help. A couple of things are coming up for me. One thing that I'm noticing is the voice that it's in. So if I'm the one speaking, I'm speaking to someone else. I'm not talking about myself. And I guess that's not the only one that's been that way. I don't know why it's striking me with this one and didn't with others, but so it seems to me that that's a reminder that I should be praying for others. This one is, it really feels like the whole thing is a prayer for another person. I love the verse 5. May we shout for joy when we hear of your victory, flying banners to honor our God. I love that positive thinking. We know things are hard right now, but boy, we're going to celebrate when things get better. I know things are going to get better. Now I know that the Lord saves his anointed king. He will answer him from his holy heaven and rescue him by his great power. I guess something else I can think about is the way that I make these videos to partly so I can go back and watch them and hear some of the insight as though it's not from me. Because sometimes I don't acknowledge my own insight and don't remember it and don't hold it as significant. And I wonder if I can almost read this the same way, like it's not me speaking, it's a third party speaking and someone that really knows what they're talking about. And I should listen to their wisdom. And so I'm the anointed king and they're saying, you're going to be okay. Because I know that God looks out for his anointed king. And that's you, so you're going to be fine. It's another interesting way to think of it. He will answer him from his holy heaven and rescue him by his great power. I certainly like hearing that. Is that what I get to hear? That sounds nice. Some nations boast of their armies and weapons, but we boast in the Lord our God. That feels almost like a reminder. Like some people think they can control all the details of their lives, but you and me, we know the Lord's really in control. And so like, oh right, we do, right? Right? Right. Okay. The Lord's in control. I notice I just want to be in charge. And I want to so desperately that I just believe that I am. And my small moments are the ones where I remember that I'm not in charge. I really want to reverse that quantity to, well, reversing the quantity would be a huge step. Ultimately, I want to release all sense of control, but to even begin to switch the balance would be great progress. Well, well, here, to follow up on verse 7, those nations will fall down and collapse, but we will rise up and stand firm. Okay, that's got me thinking of it dualistically again. Not a bad thing. So on the one hand, those nations are people that, well, number one, there's no one specific, so I'm not going to go around going, oh, that person's being those nations. This is all just an internal useful thing. Sometimes I'm those nations. When I'm thinking I'm in control, I'm those nations that will fall down and collapse. And the other way of thinking of it, I mean, I guess it's the same way. I'm too sleepy for this. Those nations will fall down and collapse, but we will rise up and stand firm. So those nations are within me. And a child is crying. So simultaneously, that need for control will wither and fall away. It will fall and collapse. But the part of me that knows God is in control will rise up and stand firm. Have a blessed day.